Well, happy Friday, and thank you for joining us for another episode of What's Going On, where we check in and find out what's going on. I am your host, Jen Cares, and today we welcome Dr. Sasha.
Hello.
She is an author, speaker, licensed therapist, professor, and coach. So let's just get right on into it. How are you doing today, Dr. Sasha?
I am doing good, doing good. Happy it's Friday.
Happy it's Friday. I've been trying to just take each day as it comes because Monday will be here before I know it.
Yes,
Weekends fly as an adult, right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Ah, but tell our swag guest, who is Dr. Sasha?
Well, I tell people I always have to start with the fact that I'm a mother. So I'm a mother of two teenage boys who are amazing. And like you said, professor, psychologist, counselor, and a daughter, friend. I'm all of those things. So
Mhm.
that's me.
Got it. So I like it. The mother, the friend. But then you said the stuff that I love, the therapist part, because I feel like we need to normalize the importance of addressing mental health. And
Yes.
sometimes we don't know that we should address it. So, like, what made you go into that field?
Well, honestly, it was seeing some family members that were struggling with some. At the time, I didn't even know it was mental issues, to be honest with you. I didn't know what was going on. And then,
Mhm.
honestly, outside of family, you still saw people that had things going on, but you didn't necessarily understand what it was. So I wanted to understand what it was. It took me a
Mhm.
long time to realize I had like I call it my psychic power, but I'm not psychic for real, but my power, I had to really tap into it. So I think I tried to run from it at first, but then finally I realized this is where I was supposed to be.
Very nice, very nice. Why do you think you ran from it?
Who wants to be what they call a shrink?
Yeah, yeah.
Who wants to go into it's challenging,
Mhm.
how do I maintain my own mental? How do I stay balanced and try to help other people? And then I'm signing up to help people for pretty much half of my life till I retire. That's a
Uh,
lot of pressure.
mhm.
I love helping people, but I like
Mhm.
helping me too. So it, just that and being a single mother, trying to balance all that, I think that I was afraid to take on too much.
Gotcha. Now, on the flip side of that, what has been rewarding about you taking on that?
Oh, seeing people actually overcome situations.
Mhm.
I think, it's just really beautiful to guide people whenever they don't even know which way to go. And a lot of times they don't, you just turn on their light.
Yeah.
Just tap it, you help them tap into their power. They already got it.
Yes.
But it's so beautiful when they realize, hey, I had this all along.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
what we're here for. We're here to help you turn your light back on.
Yeah.
It's not gone. It's
Yeah.
not something you're getting from the therapist or from the psychologist or from the psychiatrist. It's when
Mhm.
you finally get that light bulb that goes off that makes you realize, wait a minute, I could have been working on this within me all along.
All along. All along. It is so rewarding just to see the progress. And sometimes you get it the first go round. Sometimes it takes a couple go rounds. But
Mhm.
really just being patient with yourself and trusting the process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trusting the
Absolutely.
process. Yes, I like it. I like it. Um, Before I go to the next part, this mental health, I just want to stick there one more second. What would be your words of wisdom to those that are kind of going back and forth of should I address mental health? Do I need to address mental health? Whether something is going on or not going on. What is your words of wisdom to really encourage our viewers so that they don't get burnt out or help prevent burnout?
Well, I always say, if you're uncomfortable with going to get help, because that's a lot of times what it's about, it's the stigma.
Mhm.
Step outside of listening to your friends, step outside of listening to people, because a lot of times in certain cultures, your friend, your family, they don't believe in it,
Mhm.
And so I say, really tap into yourself, believe in yourself. If you feel this little ounce of anything telling you that maybe I should go talk to someone, try it out. And I believe in saying try it out because you may go sit down with a therapist and it doesn't work for everybody. Let's be real. And it may just be that therapist. Maybe you need to try a different therapist, you know. But I say, it doesn't hurt to try anything at least once.
Mhm. I like that part of, or try different therapists because oftentimes, like, we'll go to a restaurant, let's say, and we're like, oh, I'm never going again. But then you go to a different restaurant and that same chain was like, oh, I like them better. It's kind of like, McDonald's. One spot, that machine is not working. Somewhere else, it is working. So we have to
Exactly.
try and find where it works for you.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think that that is the biggest part. A lot of people don't realize just because this particular route or journey didn't work for this person doesn't mean that there isn't a journey for you.
Mhm.
Sometimes we just got to figure out if it's a left or a right turn onto my path.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. So in that, you are an author. Can you share about a book that you've written?
so the last book I wrote was called Just Do It, Damn It.
Oh.
And I thought it was my favorite probably because it was, first of all, we all know the Just Do It Nike.
Mhm.
But then I took it a little step forward and wanted just to focus on all of the things that we do as far as making excuses.
Mm.
We make excuses. We put things down that we know that we need to pick back up. We know we're passionate about it, but we don't want to keep trying because we're scared we're going to fail at it. And I got news for everybody, baby, you're going to fail. You have to fail to win. If you don't
Yes.
fail, you don't even know what winning feels like.
Yes.
So I wrote a very short book. I made it short. It was like I think it's 5 or 6 chapters. Don't quote me because I got like 8 books. But you know, I made it short because it's at a time where people don't really like to read for real.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I kept it simple. I even allowed space for them prompts as far as journaling, motivation, affirmations, because I think I see too many people make excuses, whether it's looking at their friend and losing hope because they're like, dang, she's doing it. Why can't I do it? Or feeling like you don't have the finances. Well, maybe sit down and write it down because you never know. You maybe could get a grant. You maybe
Mhm.
have an investor.
Mhm.
You just never know what's for you if you're not taking a step towards it.
Yes, yes. So I will say, when you first shared the title, you stepped on my toes. Because it's a charge as well, right? Just do it, damn it. Like whatever it is that you're trying to do, what's stopping you? One is in my business because now I have to evaluate what is stopping me. Why am I not doing this? And then
Exactly.
I love that you have the part of journaling because we read books and sometimes it's just that.
Yeah.
But you're charging me with the title, and then I get to reading. You now want me to write out what it is I'm trying to
Yeah.
do. So it's making it a reality.
Yes. I don't know. And I hear people say it, but I don't see people do this a lot. They'll say anything that you want to put action to, you have to write it down,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So I see people say that, but then they'll say it with no pen and no paper in hand.
Yes.
I'm like, no, that's not what we're doing. Let's go ahead and make this happen because a lot of times we can say it, we'll forget what we said, how we said it, what order. Write it down, organize your thoughts, and get to it. Stop procrastinate. First of all, life is too short. And I know people get sick of that term, but it is just the reality. Life is
Reality.
too short. So while you sitting around waiting, I'm gonna try 6 months from now, I'm gonna try a year from now.
Mhm.
Who's to say you will actually even be here?
Mm. Friends, today is not quite the last month, not quite the last day of the month, but we are in the last couple of days of this first quarter of the year, right? So, how amazing is it for us to now get this charge to kick us a little bit, but to inspire and encourage us for what we want to do for the rest of the year?
Absolutely. And I think that I want to also add to that is I want people to realize because there's somebody watching
Mm-hmm.
who is beating themselves up because I didn't start yet.
Mm,
What are you worried about? I didn't start yet.
mm,
The yet is the biggest part of that yet.
yeah,
Start now.
yeah.
I didn't start yet. That's the past of it. Yet now. Okay, you can start right now. And I think that we come into these new years and we have so much excitement and all these resolutions and all this stuff that we're gonna so-called do, but sometimes you need time to process that is a new year. You need time to reset. You need time to understand what does this mean for me this year,
So
you
good.
know with all of the different things that we have going on. So now that
Mhm.
you've gotten through that, you got the kinks out, you ready.
Yes.
Now let's just do it, damn it.
Yes, yes, let's do it. Dr. Sasha has given us our prescription, friends, that we need to reevaluate whatever those resolutions we had in January, and now figure out why we didn't do it and get to it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I like it. I like it. So, with this, you said being your favorite book. What do you think is different about this process with this book? What are you doing different to help promote it and push it?
Well, for one, I got a publicist. Shout out
Mhm.
to Brittany Miller.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to do something different because I actually am writing another book behind it.
Come
And
on.
the book behind this one is gonna be extreme, to me, the most powerful book I've ever written,
Mm-hmm.
because I've written stuff like bits and pieces of my story, but I not in detail the way I want. So it's called My Side, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk in detail from what I remember as a kid to now, and use it as well to motivate, but not only just motivate. You're gonna just dive into some of the things I don't necessarily want to necessarily talk about, but I'm going to talk about it. And so with this book, the first part of it, I'm just focusing on, of course, focusing on Just Do It, Damn It, and the older books that I have, like It's a Losing Battle, But I Won, and all of those. And then once I start going out to my other locations, the other states, I want to actually start promoting the new book that's going to be coming out, because I want people to focus their lenses on both. Because I think that people forget that their stories matter. And, a lot of people say, I'm not ready. Why not? Your story is, yeah, it helps to build you, but it's for somebody else. It's for somebody else. Whether it's your friend that's going to know about your story because you're sharing it, whether it's family that sees your growth, whether it's somebody that just picks up a book or hear an interview and they say, dang, that inspired me. Your story starts with you, but it's
Yeah.
for someone else.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of times you'll hear that, you don't go through for you, you go through for somebody else. And you be like, all right, find somebody else to go through this because this is a lot, right?
Yeah,
But when you do get through it and you come along and meet somebody who is going through something similar, you're like able to say, sis, bruh, these are some steps I took. These are some things you could do. These are some resources we could like really grab hold to. It brightens their day where they don't have to go through it as long as you did.
absolutely.
And it makes you feel good. Like, look, I saved somebody else from going through that tornado I was in because it
Absolutely.
wasn't good. It didn't feel good.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't realize the joy in being able to use what you've had to go through to
Mhm.
just guide and navigate and help other people. It's
Yeah.
some type of power in it.
Mhm.
Now, I'm not, by all means, I'm not saying share your story before you're ready,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
because you got to be ready to share it,
Mm.
you know. But once you feel that ounce and you start getting that urge, stop trying
Mhm.
to block you.
Mhm.
Sit
Mhm.
down and write it down and go ahead and get ready to share. I hear too many people say, I'm not ready yet, but they don't have a follow up behind it. Why? Are you scared? What is it? I don't know. But I say, when it's time, and when it's time,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. And that's really important because it's freeing, it's therapeutic to be able to share the story. But again, once you are ready, because you'll think that you've healed from some things, and then you start going through something like, oh wait, I got to deal with that a little bit more. And I feel like that's what you're saying of like the part of being ready, like you really dealt with it, and you feel all right with it. Because I mean, once you do finally, get done and you write it and you put it out there, you're like, oh my gosh, I done told all my business. Uh, but then the feedback that you get is like, oh, it was worth it. She's like, it saved my life. It encouraged me. Now I'm getting myself together. Or X, Y, and Z, I was able to help somebody else. So it's really cool.
There's freedom in freeing yourself from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once it's out there, yeah, you told your business, but it's there, it's out there. You're not bounded by it. You're not caged by it. You're not locking yourself in a
Mhm.
jail and throwing the key away.
Yeah.
You're free from it. You
Yes.
let it go.
Not caged by it. I like that.
Mhm.
Because it could lock you in and you don't even realize that you locked in.
A lot of times it's us that hold ourselves back. You know, it's not anybody else. And a lot of times the things that we want to do, we like to point fingers at somebody else because that's easier because we can
Mhm.
look outward. But
Mhm.
looking inward, that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts. That's painful.
Yeah.
And you got to say to yourself, I'm the one that's causing the issue for myself.
Hmm.
I'm the issue, and I see it with people. They are in friendships, business ships, relationships, things like that, and they
Hmm.
attach themselves to these spaces because they're hoping to find themselves within it. But the
Yeah.
truth is, you got to do the inward work, and you'll find out that even those spaces that you've created that are not genuine, they're not going to last. It's temporary because
Right.
until you find you and you embrace you, then
Mhm.
nobody else is gonna really have a genuine attachment to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Two things with that. That part of pointing the finger, I always say, like, but look at the fingers coming back at you. And that thumb is really like Oh, you're trying to divert it. But it's still next year, right? So we have to also be mindful for ourselves. And I always think of Michael Jackson in that song. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. We got to be able to start with ourselves, and it's really hard because we got to get honest with ourselves. We got to really pull back the layers because we could be beat to the gods, but when we really wash that off and really feel like, oh wait,
Better say it.
oh,
Better
where
say
did
it.
that come from? I covered it up today, so you didn't know that I had that flaw. You
Uh-huh.
know, I
That
put on that
mask,
space to pull it in. You didn't know I had that baggage.
honey, that mask, I see it all the time. I've dealt with it recently. I
Mhm.
see it all the time. You have this mask on, you pretending to be to have this power that you didn't tapped into.
Yeah.
But right now you're feeling powerless, really.
Mhm.
So now you're lashing out in any way you can. When at the end of the day, all you got to do, baby, is sit down and do some inner work
And the
because you're
word.
still beautiful. You're still
Yeah.
amazing. You're still handsome. You
Yes.
still have you're it.
Yes.
But when we are wearing those masks, we create so much friction and
Hmm.
toxicity because we're too busy running away from the medicine, which is us, working on us
Yes.
ourselves.
Mm. Mm. This tour, so this tour, where you at next?
Okay. So right now I'm just in Georgia for right
Okay.
now. So
Okay.
the next location that I'll be at, I think is in Jonesboro. Let me look at the flyer, y'all, and I'll share it.
Yeah.
The next one will actually be on my birthday,
Mhm.
April 20th.
Okay.
I can actually just go ahead and let y'all know that it's my birthday. Let me say that again, 420. I'll be at Pretty Girl Wax Parlor. So they will be giving some waxes from my understanding while I have my book signing going on.
Mm.
And then after that, and I didn't tell you guys about that, but they're having a birthday blackout bash at an event after that, Grown and Sexy Tavern right after that. So it's
Very nice. Very nice. Now, this is the funny part. You said they're giving some waxes out. Listen, my ladies, they just do it them. It's like, oh, just do it them because you're gonna go through a process in it. And we talking about peeling back layers. You're really exposing some things, even at whole nother conversation.
honey,
But all in line of really finding out who we are, how
yeah.
much pain can we take up? I don't want that anymore, and being able to speak up for ourselves as
Well,
well.
I'm just gonna let you guys know up front. I'm not. There's certain waxes that I'm not doing. So I'm not doing it. So shout out to the people that's powerful enough to do it, baby, because I'm powerless in that space. Okay. But I'm excited about the book tour because what Brittany has done is she has set up collaborations. It's not a typical book tour where
Yes.
I'm going and I'm sitting by myself. I'm
Mhm.
actually collaborating. So when we finish up here with the
Yes.
next two here in Georgia, we'll be going to Dallas
Yes.
and we'll go to Arlington, Texas, and we'll go to Houston, Texas. And I'm super excited about Houston, Texas, because I'm collaborating with Natalie Nicole, who has her space in the mall out there. So that's
Mhm.
really, really, really amazing. I'm excited about that. So it's just, we're going around. We'll be in Alabama after that, and it's
Yes.
going to be really amazing.
So it's really cool because it's not just promoting you, but it's promoting another business as well. And when I win, you win, we win together. And I like how your publicist has done that strategically to not just help you push you forward, but we're helping others and we're pulling others up. And that's a big part too. Sometimes we're nervous because we feel like they're going to surpass us. But just do it, damn it. Help whoever it is that need that help. Push them forward in what they're doing. And I promise you'll get what you need to.
You know what I want to say too behind what you just said. But everybody, to my friends, my family, to people that my associates, my fans, whatever. I want to say this: why are you focused on looking at the other person when you could be elevating them? You are losing time that you could have been focused on building yourself up. Why are you looking at this person like, can I compete? I'm jealous. I'm envious. All those things. The energy that you're taking to pause and focus on that,
Mm.
you could have done so many amazing things. So I encourage you to focus on the amazing things you could be doing.
Yes. I love it. I love it. So we said April 20th is the birthday.
Yes.
But I hear you got something happening a couple of days before your birthday. What is
Um,
that? Tell us about it. How can we connect?
honey, first of all, why do I have so much going on? Let's just ask that question,
You celebrate
okay?
life. I'm here for it. I'm here
So
for
I'm
it.
doing Realms of Reflection. This is my first, let me say, I've had several conferences, events, but this is my first mental health conference. I've wanted to do a mental health summit. I've done things like it, but I never just focused on that. So it's kind of like a party. And I realized, I said, you know what? I didn't promote it like a party. I've been promoting it like a conference. We got a DJ. We got DJ K Rock, who is MC Lights K Rock and I'm sorry, DJ and cousin, who is going to
Yes.
be coming from Mobile, Alabama to DJ. We are going to be honoring two visionary individuals. We have Six Figure Spas Chick that we're going to be honoring. And we also, who is Candace Holyfield. And we also have Dr. Monet Sutton, who we're going to honor because these two people, I don't know if you know them, they are in the community. They are helping other people and elevating other people. They're sharing their stories and they're using those spaces. I'm all about it. Use your space and your story to help other people. So I want to honor them. We have four speakers. We have Tyran Jackson. We have Divine Blessing. Now let me go back. Tyran has an amazing story. Divine Blessing does as well. She was on Ready to Love. And we have Sherry, who is an actress who has been on a lot of stuff. Coach Wesley, he's also an acting coach, singer, really, really amazing. And then we have Palmer Williams Jr., who is one of Tyler Perry's main actors that you'll see a lot, like on, I don't know, shoot, a lot of stuff. It's so much I can't even think. He's been on a lot, but from the plays to the shows, he's been on them. Yeah, so I'm excited. Like I said, it's a party. There's going to be food. There's going to be cocktails. You want me to say it again? There's going to be cocktails, and it's worth it. Right now, the tickets are $40, and that comes with your swag bag. It comes with you a drink. That comes with your drink. I'm sorry, your food, the environment, the music, the fun, and we're not going to be sitting down being bored. We're going to be dancing, and we even have performances. We have people just going to sing and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be amazing.
It sounds like a time. Yes, I love Palmer. I know he was in Love Thy Neighbor.
Pain, or was it
He was in
no,
Love Thy Neighbor and
Love Thy Neighbor, and it was
a couple of
another.
the plays. He's hilarious.
He's in a lot of stuff, and it's so
Yeah.
hard. I said, shit, I can't even think of anything right now because he got so many of them.
Yes, I love it. And again, he's just doing it, whatever it is that he's purposed to do as well. And I like that you have people that are actively doing things so that they come and share how they are actively doing those things. Because it kind of goes in line with your book too, right?
Absolutely.
Just
Absolutely.
doing it.
And
And it's
the thing
working out.
about it, all of them are so down to earth and humble. So they want to share their stories. They want to have fun with us, but they
Mhm.
also want us to break. I told them we're going to dance away mental health stigma. That's what.
Yes. I like it. I like it. I recently met someone that does like music therapy and was sharing how music is therapeutic, depending on what you listen to it to keep your mood up, depending on what you listen to it to keep your mood down. But it helps us to acknowledge what feelings we're feeling and then know who we can talk to about it and process through with it. So I love it. I love it. You're going to dance it away. You're going to talk it away. You're going to learn how to navigate through it,
Mm-hmm.
what it looks like, how you can get support, what that support looks like.
We have vendors coming. They're all going to be mental health type field vendors that's going to
Mhm.
offer their resources, and so it's going to be great.
Very nice. Now, how can someone sign up to go to the conference?
So we're on Eventbrite. It's on. I post it pretty much every day.
Okay.
I'm gonna repost it again today. It should be
Mhm.
on my website. It's on so many places, but yes, $40 for the ticket.
Mhm.
Um, and I even have where I have been doing, which a lot of people missed it, but we're gonna do it again since I'm on here. For
Mhm.
the first 10 people that come in on you guys live, I'll give them a free ticket.
What? Now, what do they have to do? Do they need to comment?
Comment, and then when they comment, what I'll do is go in their inbox. So that means they'll have to watch their inbox because if I'm not friends with you, what is it gonna do? Go to
Yeah.
message request. So
Yeah.
that means I have to watch out for it. And if I'm, you know what I mean? So what I'll need from them once I get in the inbox is I'll just need their name. I'll
Mhm.
put them on our attendee list, and that's it. They just show up and show out.
Now, wait a minute. To the friends of Dr. Sasha and Swag Her, if you are in the area, you heard that? A free ticket. All you gotta do is comment below. I hope y'all don't miss out on this blessing. This is not. Because it costs to do these things. But I also
Absolutely.
love how you're giving back as well of still trying to encourage somebody else. So if somebody did try to use the excuse, oh, I can't afford it.
Yeah,
You just knocked that out the park. Come on and
absolutely.
come.
Absolutely. And I know some people, we all go through stuff. I get it. But I think the biggest thing for me is to get people in the room because I feel
Yeah.
like it's going to be an atmosphere
Yes.
that's just, I don't know. I just think we need people there. Like, for real, it's gonna be good.
Absolutely. This is somewhere you want to be. So again, if you're in the Georgia area, Douglasville, right?
Yes,
April 14th from 4 to 7 p.m. It's going to be some amazing faces in the place. And you can get a free ticket if you just comment below. I
absolutely,
mean, this is a swag card exclusive. Y'all want to jump on this?
absolutely,
I love
absolutely.
it. I love it. What is something else that you want to share with us that we may not have talked about that you really want to encourage our swagger viewers to know about what Dr. Sasha is doing or relate to mental health or, whatever? The floor is yours.
Um, I don't know, 'cause I got so much going on, but I was gonna be promoting my new podcast, which is Unveiled Lenses, but we had to reset our filming because we had a family emergency this week. But I'm really excited about it. We have some great guests that's going to be coming on. It's going to be on Roku TV. It's going to be on Vimeo. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on iHeartRadio, like so many different platforms. Super excited about it. Hate we had to reschedule because of everything that's going on, but it's all right. We're going to get it back together. I'm excited because it's a platform. Again, we're focusing on people's life issues, mental health, inspiring people with our stories. So I'm super excited about it. But what we're doing is we're going to be networking while we're doing it. So every time I do a filming day, we'll set up about 4 guests, but we're going to invite outside audience, people to come in to drink, eat, network, get to know each other while we're there. And the theme is going to be we're going to have like wine glasses and have a sip of wine and just sit there and just chat and relax together.
I like it. I love a networking event because you get to meet people, you get to get out of your box, get out of your shell, talk to somebody. Um, I have a friend. He does Believable brand brunch, right? And when they come, you get to meet the people that can make what it is you're trying to work on happen. It's like a live vision board, right? And that's what I feel with networking. You get to meet people that can connect you with other things. You just got to be open to open up your mouth, to communicate, to do your pitch of what it is that you're doing. You find out I can help you, you can help me, we can help each other. So that's really
Mhm.
cool.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I think we all need to get into networking and connecting and
Mhm,
collaborating because
mhm,
we really think that we can do stuff alone, but you can't, sweetie. If you really want to be whatever it is that you're trying to be as far as
mhm,
growth, you're
mhm,
never going to do it by yourself. A lot of people say, oh, I did it by myself. You did it. Nobody
mhm,
did it by themselves.
mhm,
Even
mhm.
if it was God that did it, which you didn't do by yourself.
Yes, you did not do it by yourself. And friends, it is okay to get some help. It is okay to reach out for support, whether you need it for, in social work. It's always just trying to connect you with some resources. And we all do social work in a little bit, in a sense of helping somebody connect with something. And I'm grateful for what it is that you're doing, Dr. Natasha, of promoting your books, of writing your books, of being bold and brave to do that, to really help encourage somebody else. Can you share a couple of snippets of your other books as well? Because we want to promote those as well.
Yes. So I have It's a Losing Battle, but I won. I have edition 1 and 2. So edition 1, talked about my life, but I talked about how I lost, how I won, and gave affirmation in each chapter. It's like 9 or 10 chapters.
Mhm.
So then when I did the second edition, I didn't leave out the first edition. I added in more chapters to it.
Mhm.
And I also created some audio for you guys. So what I did is I made a mantra, I did a meditation, and I did a affirmation song. They're available on Amazon. I'm sorry, Prime. What is it? Amazon Prime
Mhm.
Music, Apple Music, Spotify, all those platforms it's available on.
Yes.
So really, 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 just a great setup. I don't. I'm trying to think of what else. What other books I have? I have journals. I have all kind of stuff. So it's just it's a lot.
I love
But
it. I love it.
I think the biggest thing, if people want to know more about, just as far as my mental health business, my private practice is in Hiram, Georgia, and
Mhm.
I have about a team of maybe like 9 or 10 people. And
Yes.
so we're definitely taking clients right now. We are pending a few contracts.
Mhm.
One is a school-based contract and defects, things like that. But catch us while you can because when we get those contracts rolling, we may not have any availability. So reach out to us now so that you can get started with us, consultations and things like that. We can get them set up immediately, really for you.
Yes, I love that you're going to be going into schools because it's needed.
Yes. Oh,
Babies. Ah.
oh yes. Very bad.
Catch Dr. Sasha while you can. Be sure to visit her website at www.drsashamercedes.com. And you can find all of her books, all her merch. You get a shirt, you get a mug. You could get into that conference. But if you heard her, freebie, you can get in there by way of swag her. You can visit her on Instagram at Dr. Sasha Mercedes. You'll find out all the things that she has going on. She's posting some things. Go ahead and like, go ahead and comment, go ahead and cheer our Dr. Sasha friend on.
Come on, guys.
Yes, yes. Be sure to like, comment, and share because this is a good conversation on talking about mental health. Encouraging in that charge of that book. Just do it, damn it. Whatever it is you're trying to do, just do it. This is a remix of the Nike.
Yes,
Remix.
absolutely.
Oh goodness. I thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Sasha. This has been great.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you. Friends, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube so that you always know when we're going live. We're always sharing some great information. So please do like, follow, share, all that fun jazz. We thank you for joining us. Until next time, y'all have a great weekend.